All right, everybody, welcome back to Cedar Creek RC. John here. Last video, we got everything mounted up. We were still deciding on a body. I did kind of temporarily hook everything up, but I think the servo might be going bad. But that's an easy swap out, just a couple screws. I've emailed Enjora. I'm waiting to hear back from them. Now I'm running the Rockwolf ESC. When you order these from Mofo RC, you get them programmed for brushed or brushless, and I have the Torque Beast motor in here. I'm going to go with a Dumbo RC receiver transmitter combo. And all this stuff is pretty basic, pretty simple to install. It's just like hooking up any other motor. It took me a minute to figure out how to get this to run properly, because the way you have to install it, it doesn't have three prongs on it like a brushless motor. So that's going to go in channel 2, and I really like the Dumbo RC receivers. And the transmitters, they're cheap, pretty affordable. But I'm trying to figure out where I want to mount everything. I think I can do the receiver over here. And the ESC up here, because they're both pretty small. And that's what I was going for in this build. Or it might be better. I mean, we have different mounting options. I'll figure it out. We're, of course, do another cutaway and figure it out. Yeah, we might run it like that with the, we'll get our wires and everything sorted out properly as well. Once we get a body, and I think I am going to go with the Basecamp body, because I do have that. I have the bumpers for it, but I also have a Wrangler body. It's not in great shape. It has a magnet mount on the front. I didn't realize it did have a bumper on it, so that's good. We can just flip it on, and we can always change these bodies out to whichever one we want. It's not really that hard. We'll just have to probably change out this mount, because I don't know how well we'll change it out to a factory style body mount. It might work fine, but if we do, we'll just have to change out the shock towers on it, because the mounting positions for the shocks, we can figure that out. But with that body, all you'd have to do is take out this post, take out the screws on the back body mount, and you'd be good to go. So let me get these mounted up, and I'll find a transmitter, and we'll go from there. All right, everybody, we're back. We got, yeah, this is set up I'm going to go with. I think I'm definitely going to use the Basecamp for now. Like, there's nothing wrong with the Jeep body. It fits. And it looks cool, but yeah, I think just for now we'll go with the Basecamp. And the body all mounts up just like your factory body. And I'm hoping, if I do end up going with the Jeep, I'm hoping this Basecamp bumper will fit with the Jeep front end. I might take the mounting post off just to see how the Jeep looks and see if it will fit. I might do that before I put this body and stuff on for the Basecamp. But I really like the look of the Basecamp. And I love the bumpers that it comes with. We might have to do a little bit of trimming. But for class 1, you have to have, kind of specific. I'll post the rules that I'm basing this build off of. And I am doing new lights that I built myself, and they are blue lights, and I think that's going to look kind of cool. And if you know anything about the scx24, the stock lights, it's a really short thing, so they're really hard to get everything situated. Like, you have to run extensions and all that, but we'll see if this body, how it looks. We can always put some Velcro. Like, all I'm using is a Velcro mount. I mean, that could work too. A little shorter wheelbase, or a little front end's not quite up to where it needs to be, but I think we could just adjust the bumper in one more, or just buy a new bumper that fits this body. But I mean, it would still work well for a class 1 body. There's nothing's been trimmed on it, so I mean, all you'd have to do, maybe bring your bumper in a little bit. Doesn't quite line up well with the fenders like it will on the Basecamp, but I think it's still going to fit okay. And I like the Basecamp too because it's not hard, like, it's not a hard mount. So if, like, say you wanted just a different Basecamp body, they make a few different colors. It's an easy swap out. And I did find some 57 millimeter tires. I think the max size tires that you can run in the class 1 is a 57 millimeter, or your stock tires. I think I went over this one time before. But I really am liking the way this is setting up. And the electronics are tucked nicely. I still need to get some zip ties and kind of zip tie and button things up just a little bit. I'm probably running comps. You probably don't want like a camper top on the back of your body, because that's going to bring your weight towards the back. We'll have to get out some scales and see what our weight ratio is. But I'm liking this so far. Give me just a second, and I will get the tires. And then I think we're going to be done. As far as the build goes, I still have to button a few things up. I'll have to see what kind of wheels I got. All right, everybody, we're back. We're gonna have to wait on wheels and tires. So that'll probably be next video. It's gonna have to be next video. That's pretty much. So I just put the stock Basecamp wheels and tires back on it. They look pretty good. I mean, they're not a horrible tire. They're just, your basic stock tire. But that's it for this week. Um, this is almost done. Pretty basic build, pretty basic setup. Nothing, it's not going to be anything fancy. But that's it for now. Um, I'll get the wiring buttoned up probably a little bit more before the next video. But we'll do that. And in the meantime, everybody stay safe and have a great day.